Hello and welcome to my dinner party. Why didn't you bring me a gift? Today, I'm going to be drawing my OC Vine in other universes. And before we get started, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe because that'd be pretty cool. So before we get started, I need to explain, I guess, who Vine is and what is, like, the whole plot. If you don't know, Vine is a character from Sale Archives, which is a Minecraft roleplay. That's right, all of my original characters don't come from a cool comic. They come from a Minecraft roleplay that is still ongoing, by the way. The last few episodes are coming out in June, so be ready for that. It's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be great. Quick recap is that we're currently following Bella, who's the god of justice, and is currently trying to stop his universe from decaying from universal rot. This follows Universe 3003. Vine is a member of a universal council that Bella desperately does not want to join. Percy is the third, meaning that she's the third kind of god to come about. Her universe is 003, so fun little thing they have going on there. Vine is the current god of love. Each one of the gods has two main things about them. One, an act of selfishness they commit, which is how they join the council. Vine's act of selfishness is that she's letting a tyrannical ruler rule her entire universe because she has a crush on her. That's right, god of love is letting her people just kind of be under tyrannical rule because girl pretty. Vine is a true hero of the story. The thing, all the council members are not actually different people. They're all technically different universe versions of the same person. That is right, they're all just alternates of Baal, who's the first seat of the council and is the only one who can't actually exist in a real universe and has to exist in the archives. That's why it's called Sale Archives. Anyways, Vine is the goddess of love. She has a sniper rifle. That's relevant. Let's just draw the things. So first things first, we have the Madoka Magica universe. And if you don't know what Madoka Magica is, it's a magical girl anime, and it was one of the first to do the big twist of it's a magical girl anime, but it's also dark and twisted. So yeah, the big thing with it is that you make a wish, and then that wish always kind of backfires one way or another. And you get to fight these things called witches, which look terrifying. Oh my god. But that's kind of the very basic plot of Madoka Magica. I really recommend it. It's one of the best magical girl anime out there, so yeah. Especially if you like dark and like, I guess like horror themes or something. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a horror anime, but I've heard a few people be like, Madoka Magica is the best horror anime, so I don't know. Anyways, unfortunately, I don't think the universe of Sale Archives translates into Madoka Magica that well. First things first, if we go with the council being the magical girls, unfortunately, the council is like all guys besides Vine. Vine only really exists because I have a hard time drawing guys, so I wanted one girl design just because that's just how it is. I've gotten really used to drawing girls, so yeah. But that also is why she's the favorite child, not because her lore is that great or anything, but because she's a girl, so therefore I find her easier to draw, and I draw her all the time. Funny thing, I actually don't have her plot that well, like, her universe's plot that well thought out, but that's not the point right now. What would be the plot of this Madoka Magica reimagining with my guys? So, Baal isn't a magical girl. Baal would be taking the place of QB in this version, so he goes from being god of destruction to being a silly guy. I don't know if he'd still have like a cutesy design, but he would be taking QB's place as the guy who's granting the wishes. Vine's wish would probably be something really like bland. I don't think she'd have that interesting of a wish of like, oh, I wish for blah blah blah. It's probably just gonna be like to protect her family or something like that. If you want to really go like with a more, I guess, crazier wish, it would be like, I wish that this girl would like me back, because her whole thing of selfishness, I've mentioned it earlier, but each one of the gods commits a big act of selfishness. Her thing is letting a tyrannical rule like go on because she likes the girl in charge. So that's her big act of selfishness, that she's letting her people suffer because she likes one girl. So maybe her thing is like, oh, I wish this girl would like me back. So yeah, and then she dies probably. I don't know. When it comes to the design, I'm aware I accidentally made her look like Miku. Here's the thing. Madoka Magica, the designs are very, I don't want to say monochromatic, but they're very much so. You're not allowed a different color for the hair that isn't already like the main color. Madoka, pink hair, pink outfit. Mommy, yellow hair, yellow outfit. There's not many accent colors, so I couldn't really bring in the red without it being weird, and I couldn't give her brown hair with, again, it kind of being weird for the universe. So there she is, kind of looking like Miku. The reason I didn't give her brown hair, by the way, is because I think brown would have been kind of a boring color for a magical girl design, so blue it is. I put the wing ears, I took them from the head, and I put them on the dress, because I think it would be pretty fun. It does kind of make her seem like she has a Swan Lake theme, which is interesting. Do with that as you wish. I don't know, but, I thought it would look good. That's about it. I didn't really have like a thing of like, ooh, this is why I'm doing it. No, I thought it would look cool. And again, I don't really have an idea of how the plot of Cell Archives like universe would translate into Madoka Magica, because they're not. This isn't a magical girl show. It's a Minecraft roleplay, so yeah. Here's the Madoka Magica reimagining of Vine. I hope you like it, and let's move on to the next one. So this is the Delicious in Dungeon alternate universe, and I gotta say this right now. The last episode of season 1 is yet to come out of Delicious in Dungeon when I'm recording this, but by the time the video goes up, it would have come out yesterday. So, in the comments, let me know what you think of the last episode of the season. I'll probably... Actually, I won't be able to interject because this video goes up on Friday, but, I'm probably gonna like it. I'm really liking the series so far, and I like the manga, so I'm probably gonna like the last episode. Whatever, let's get into what's going on with this alternate universe. So, we're going with the idea that all of them are in a party together, and I don't want to say they take the place of the main cast here, but I'm going with the, like, alternate universe where these guys are the main cast, but not like a one-to-one. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, the story would follow them instead, and I think in this universe, Vine is a archer. Now, the reason for this is because I mentioned it earlier, I hope I did, if I didn't, each one of the council members has a gun. It's depending on which one you are, and you might be realizing also, Paimon isn't anywhere seen here in any of these, because Paimon and Vine, they can't exist simultaneously, and since we're drawing Vine, Paimon isn't around. There's a reason for that, I'm not gonna get into it because that's spoilers for Watch Cell Archives, but Vine is a archer because her gun in the series is a sniper rifle. So going from sniper to archer, pretty self-explanatory. I keep referring to them as siblings. Technically, they're not actually siblings. They're all manifestations of destruction. They're all the same person, copy and pasted in alternate universes. Vine just happens to be the only one that isn't a dude. Actually, I think when it comes to Vine in general, fun fact, she actually is the only one that doesn't share the sale name. Amon, Ball, Foxalora, Asmonde, Amma, like Belith, all of them are sale in their respective universe. I guess not Ball, but also Ball came up with it. She's the only one whose name is Marina, or Marina, depends on which one. I think it's gonna be Marina, not Marine, but whatever. When it comes to her outfit, I kind of took out the red, because again, most of the characters kind of are, I don't want to say monochromatic, but they're very much so, like, earthy toned, and I'm already going with the blue, and she has brown hair in this one instead of, having streaks, because I think the animation team just would not do that part, so, yeah. But I don't know, I forgot the red again. I feel awful about it. I could have put on the little bows, but no. I think in this version, the reason that they're all going down to the dungeon is because I think most of them are like seeking a thrill. If we were to go with the idea that one of them is like dead in the dungeon, I'm gonna go with probably like Asmonde. He's a dumbass. Maybe Fossaloris, because I feel like God of Ego might get himself killed, so I don't know. There's no one's a one-to-one to anyone in the in Delicious in Dungeon. I feel like that kind of comes with the fact that a lot of them are very similar when it comes to personality. Again, they're all alternate versions of the same guy, but they're just, you know. I know that her outfit isn't the most practical for archery. I'm aware of this. Have you considered that she's just a girl having fun? I feel like there would be a slight priority of, she still wants to look good in the dungeon. I don't know who she's trying to impress in the dungeon. Maybe the monsters, I don't know, but she's a silly gal. Let her live her life. I made her an elf, because I think it's funny. I don't think all of them would be elf. I don't think all of them would be related in this version, actually. I think all of them just happen to all look kind of similar, which would be kind of funny when your entire party kind of look like siblings. So I gave her elf ears as a way of signifying the wing ears, and instead of giving her wing ears, I put them on the bow, because I feel like that'd be a fun detail. Yes, the bow is huge. I'm aware of this. I don't know how she carries the bow. Don't ask me questions, okay? I feel like when it comes to, like, what she does for the party, I feel like she's kind of a mix of, like, Marcel and Chochuk, where she's kind of like Marcel in the way of, like, oh, I'm not gonna do this shit. Like, I don't want to be here. But at the same time, I feel like she's just like, it's work, you know? I need money. We all need money. It's work. Would they eat monsters in dungeon? I feel like all of them would be like, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. But not in the way of like, oh, this is good, but in the way of like, you know, it'd be really funny if we ate the monster. It's because they're all stupid. All of them are dumb. Every single one of these guys are super dumb. I feel like the one that would suggest it is probably the smartest one, being Ammon. Ammon's the god of knowledge. I feel like he would also know a bit more about the monsters. But I feel like the rest of them would be like, you know, that'd be really funny. That'd be a really funny prank if we all just ate monsters. You might be realizing that I'm kind of doing this kind of halfway style between this is like, I'm trying to replicate both the manga's covers and like my style. I'm kind of merging them. I did it for the one where I did Madoka Magica. I'm doing it here too. But yeah, again, no anime would let me do the colored hair thing because it would be hell to animate. I'm aware of this, but let me do it. I didn't do it here because it would break canon, but I want to do it somewhere, please. And here's the final Delicious in Dungeon Vine. Let's move on to the last one. So the last one is Evangelion. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what Evangelion is, it's a pretty old anime. It's one of the, like, not original, but it's one of the big mecha anime. It's fun, I like it. It's kind of considered, I don't want to say, like, the quintessential, like, I watch real anime, but it's very much so like the anime you see certain type of people use GIFs for. But anyways, Evangelion is the only show that I think would let me do the streaks, and that's because the jumpsuits are already complicated as hell, so I feel like they'd let me do the little streaks in the hair. It's not that far-fetched, okay? If anyone asks why she has that kind of hair, it's hair dye. I originally wanted to give her, like, flowy hair. I've given Vine flowy hair before, and I feel like Evangelion would be more likely to do flowy hair. I ended up scrapping that later on, but also, I tried to replicate the style, kind of. Again, I feel like this is still, like, a weird halfway between my style and Evangelion, but whatever. Anyways, what would be the plot of this alternate reality? So I feel like Vine kind of would take the place of maybe like Rei or Asuka instead of Shinji. If anyone is Shinji, it's Belith, okay? And I feel like Shinji's dad is Ball. I need to make this clear. Ball isn't a villain. I feel like the way I keep talking about him made it seem like Ball is a villain. Ball isn't a villain. He's just the first one to kind of appear, and he's kind of been around so long, and he thinks that he knows better than most because of this. So he's not a villain, he's just really, like, pushy, and very much so, like, he wants things to go a certain way. He's also, I've talked about the narrative, he's very much so the guy who's kind of like, we need to ensure the narrative happens or else your universe will fall apart. So, yeah. The outfit. So, again, I'm able to use the red, thank God. I feel like the little things on the top of the head, I didn't do them that well, but whatever, they kind of look like cat ears if anything, but, you know. But thank God I was able to use the red. I wasn't able to use the red anywhere else, so I'm gonna take being able to use the red here, okay? I take what I can get. Please. I know that Vine also has a secondary design that I showed earlier with the pink and the blue. So we're not gonna use that design for anything. Not like, at least for these type of things. That design only comes up once, and that's a spoiler for Sale Archives for when it happens, but let's just say, if she's in that outfit, good things are not happening. Not a good thing. Anyways, so I feel like this is, I don't want to say like a retelling of Evangelion. I feel like this is like Evangelion, but less Or more biblical. I don't know. I feel like a lot more of the characters this time around would be like angels than they were in the original. You know how like if you have never seen Evangelion, I'm sorry for spoilers, but the show is like 30 years old? It came out back like in the 90s. It's like 20 or 30 years old. I'm not spoiling a show that's like new. Okay, I'm spoiling a 30-year-old show. It's fine. But if you don't know, some of the characters I based on like characters in the Bible, or like they're supposed to be. Fun fact, apparently Evangelion's Bible references are all like just because the author thought it would be cool, like the show runners thought it would be cool, which is kind of how Sale Archives functions. You know what? Me and you both, buddy. But I feel like a lot more of these guys might be based on like, or at least named, or if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Like how Kaoru is, Adam, all of that. I feel like a lot more of them would be like that. When it comes to the outfit, what's going on with the jumpsuit? I just kind of designed my own jumpsuit. I don't know how accurate it is to the series or anything. I drew this at like 12 o'clock at night, okay? Please free me. I'm sorry if it's like show inaccurate or anything like that. I was tired. Free me from Evangelion Vine. Alright, yeah, that's the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what you think of it. We're currently trying to hit 3K before the end of the month, so that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, bye.